Hello class, today is 10/8/2014 and we'll be talking about informal amendments. Please make sure to take good notes as you'll be taking a quiz tomorrow over the notes that you take today. Today, again, we'll be talking about informal amendments. Informal amendments. These are changes not in written word, which would be formal, but are a result of day-to-day experiences under government and in the Constitution. Informal amendments take place 5 basic ways. The first way an informal amendment can take place is through basic legislation. Congress passes laws to spell out the Constitution's brief provisions. Okay, an example of this would be the court system. The Constitution came up with the Supreme Court, but all other courts are set up by Congress. Congress has been able to add to the Constitution through the power that it has been given. Another way an informal amendment can take place is through executive action. The President can use his power to make informal amendments. For instance, Congress can declare war. Congress does declare war. But the President has gone to war numerous times without congressional approval because he's considered the commander-in-chief of the nation's armed forces. Also, the President can make an executive agreement. This is a pact made directly with the head of a foreign state. These pacts do not have to be approved by the Senate, and they are as legally binding as a treaty would be. Informal amendments can be made through court decisions. The court is interpreting the Constitution on a daily basis. It's similar to a constitutional convention always taking place in continuous session every day. Another way for informal amendments to take place is through party practices. There are 2 main parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. In the Constitution, you'll see no mention of political parties, though. The Constitution does not provide for the nomination of the candidates for presidency. In order to nominate candidates for presidency, parties have conventions to do that. Both houses are organized along political lines, and the president makes appointments based on party affiliation. The last way informal amendments take place is through customs. This is just the way things have been done since the beginning of time or for a long period of time. They become customary. For instance, the President's cabinet. There are 14 advisors to the President. These are his cabinet members. Why is this? Why are there 14 members? Because of tradition. It's just the way it's been. The President has died in office 8 times. The Vice President has just taken over because that's custom. In fact, it wasn't until the 25th Amendment in 1967 that the Vice President taking over was put into the Constitution. Another example of customs is no 3rd term for the President. George Washington set this precedent years back as the first President of the United States. The no 3rd term policy wasn't put in the Constitution until 1951 with the 22nd Amendment. This concludes our lecture for today. Again, please make sure that you've taken good notes as you'll be taking a quiz on the notes tomorrow at the start of class. Thank you, and have a great day.